Yeah? User Vince Wilfork and get an interception? Come on, man. That's way too easy. But how's it done? I'd like to give a shout out to the newest member of the Comment Club. If you want to join the Comment Club, make sure you leave a comment below. What is going on, guys? This is TheCrayonsMelt here, and here in this video, we're going to show you guys the defensive tackle super speed glitch. Now, this can be used at defensive tackle, defensive end, outside linebacker, things like that. So, I'm showing you proof, guys. This is Vince Wilfork right here. I'm testing this with a buddy. Shout out to both Gutfoxx and my boy Cameron in my Mutthead clan. SWAT up. Vince Wilfork going against DeAndre Hopkins, and I would say Vince Wilfork looks like he's outrunning him. I don't know about you guys. Let's get a shot number 2. Let's see. Is he in fact outrunning him? Let's give him a little head start too. After the head start, Vince Wilfork is smoking DeAndre Hopkins. How in the world is that possible? Vince Wilfork has 64 speed. DeAndre Hopkins has 88 or 89 speed. It's crazy. So in a 3-4 odd formation, you can choose any play. Your defensive tackle is actually going to be able to hop off the line. So what you're going to do, pinch your D line. Then you're going to show blitz, and for some reason it brings your defensive tackle. You can move them around, you can do whatever with them. Watch, you can use them from standing right there, and honestly, that's really freaking fast. For some reason, it gives you a huge speed boost when you do this. I really, like, guys, I can't explain it, but this is a huge glitch in the game. It should not happen. If you aren't able to take your D tackle off, just throw him in a deep zone, and he should be able to keep up with some guys. He's not as fast as if he blitzes, but he is still very, very fast. Now, I'm going to show you guys what happens if you use a short zone, a purple zone. It's going to be much slower. Now, this is more for outside linebackers and for defensive ends, but, you know, look how slow he was there, and this is the same player on a designated blitz. Look at that. He's keeping up with his man, if not outrunning him. That's insane. That should not happen in this game. And I think that was with, that was either with Buckner, who has like 72 speed, or it was with Mario Williams, who has like 70-something speed. So again, that should not happen. These clips are just going to be rolling of, you know, me using a defensive lineman with the super speed glitch and keeping up with people. Here's Vince Wilfork again. Look at this. He already looks fast before the snap, and we're going to go up against we're going to go up against Todd Gurley this time, and look at this. He's keeping up with Todd Gurley, who has like 88 or 89 speed. 64 speed Vince Wilfork. And so you guys, I don't know if you're able to tell, but this is Ultimate Team. This is not like created lineups. I'm using the Color Rush jersey. Like, this is my Ultimate Team. You can do this online. So I'm going to show you guys, you can sub in an outside linebacker. I choose Mario Williams, one of the best guys to do it with. And I'm going to put him at outside linebacker. And it's going to be pretty nice. So on this first one, we're going to go with a designated blitz. I'm going to put some guys in quarterback spies. And you're going to see he's going to keep up with his man. So I think he's got 79 speed. He's going up, I think, against AJ Green that time. It was 87 speed. That shouldn't happen. Again, a designated blitz is the important thing. Watch the hook zone here, and you're going to see the true speed on him, and it slows him down way too much. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a long play on that one, but you did see it right off the bat. It's a lot slower. It didn't seem as slow for defensive tackles when you did short hook zones and stuff, and curls and the purple zones and stuff like that, but it definitely is slower for the outside linebackers and defensive ends. So here is the hook zone for Vince Wilfork, who's at defensive tackle. He is still fast. He's not as fast. So keep that in mind if you are going to use this. Again, this is a huge exploit in the game. I really hope they fix this. Like, I know it's key to have the defensive line have a little speed boost to get after the quarterback, or it just wouldn't work. But when my defensive end is able to keep up with a wide receiver and go up and make an interception, it shouldn't happen. Especially with a guy like Vince Wilfork or Mario Williams. I mean, he's not known as like a super slow guy, but I mean, he should be able to do it. And again, there's Vince Wilfork going up, ball hawking AJ Green, keeping up with him down the sideline, ball hawking him. That should not happen in this game. I don't know why. I really, I can't explain it, but I will tell you guys, hook zones, curl flats, flat zones, the purple zones that you guys see on this play, those all will slow your players down. It's not as noticeable for middle linebackers and stuff. It's not as noticeable for corners and safeties, but it does slow them down. If you just blitz a player, it's going to speed them up. Period. So I recommend if you're going to use somebody, send them on a blitz, or it's better if it's a stock blitz as well. That's what I've noticed. So have you guys on a stock blitz. Look how fast my defensive lineman ran all the way across the field. That should not happen in this game. Let me know if you guys have noticed any other fishy plays like this. I'm definitely want to, try to get EA to notice this so they can fix this, if it's possible to fix it. So I'm going to show you guys, you don't even have to, line him up, against a wide receiver to test. Look how fast he gets to that sideline and is able to cover a man. It's unreal, and so some people may say this is an exploit. Some people may say it's a glitch. It is a glitch. It's an exploit, but it's in the game, and I know they put it in there intentionally to speed up your defensive linemen, but when it can be used like this, it should be used like this. Sometimes you will have Vince Wilfork dropping back instead of going after the quarterback. It's not very often, but it does happen. And so this is definitely going to help you if you are a user person. If you don't have the best team, now you don't need to go out there and spend, $50K on a user middle linebacker. You can just use your defensive tackle and get similar results. Obviously, the defensive tackle is going to be different than if you use a middle linebacker, because the middle linebacker is going to be more agile no matter what. You can find some defensive ends that are a little bit more like the Mario Williams card. But really, your middle linebacker is going to be better no matter what you do. And he's also probably going to have better hands. He's going to be able to hang onto the ball a lot better than, Vince Wilfork will be able to. So keep that in mind when you decide if you want to do this and what player you're going to use and stuff. There are advantages and disadvantages to doing this. Again, you're pulling your defensive tackle off the line. That leaves a hole right up the middle for someone to do an inside zone run, or inside zone probably would tear this up. Like a halfback dive would tear it up. So keep that in mind. You're sacrificing the center, the center of the line. So if you want to do that, I mean, you're more than welcome to do that, But me personally, if I saw my opponent doing this, I would run it straight up the gut every time. So it's also not a bad idea to keep him on that blitz, just back him up a couple yards, so you're not going to pull him all the way out to the wide receiver. Keep him right there and blitz him in every now and then, so it makes it look like it's not wide open. I'm trying to work on adjustments to find it so I could seal up that inside, maybe even blitz like a middle linebacker or something, just to seal it up a little bit, but I really haven't found too much yet. So now, if you do decide this is something that you want to try, I'm going to recommend a few players. If you're one of the big spenders, you got all the coins, you get all the best players, the best player to do this with is J.J. Watt. Unfortunately, he is way out of my price range, and he is very rare, so you hardly see him on the block, really. So if you have him, or if you spend all the coins and you want to get him, he's the best player to do this with. If you're on more of a budget, you have two options. You got two budgets. You can go with the 40 to 50K budget, or you can go with the less than 10K, and I'll show you both those guys right now. So obviously, if you can't already tell, Mario Williams is an excellent choice, and it's going to make a lot of sense as I show you this card. So 6'6", 79 speed. You would say this card is not a user card. First, it's a defensive end. So that's going to point you a little bit towards the not a user card. Then 79 speed, really you can't use or anything with 79 speed. It's impossible. But the reason why I chose this card for me, this is the one I'm going to use, this glitch, whatever you want to call it. This is definitely the best card to use. because he is so good as a pass rusher. So he's got 89 strength, 85 acceleration is pretty nice, going to allow him to cut back and forth. 85 tackle, 86 block shed for when, they run the ball and I do need to get off a block. There we go. Play rec is 86, which doesn't matter for this. Finesse move, 77, 88 power move. But if you go on the back of the card, so we got agility 83, one of the best defensive linemen agility cards there is. So 83 is pretty good. Awareness is 87. Not sure how much that matters for usering. 61 catching, so one of the better catching defensive linemen. Jumping at 86, so he's 6'6 with 86 jump. Imagine the mossing he's going to do on these people on offense. It's going to be ridiculous. Also, he has 90 stamina, which is huge. One of the bigger things I've noticed when you are going to use your defensive tackle, he is going to lose stamina very, very quickly. So keep that in mind. He also has 87 hit power. Should be nice to lay the boom on some guys. But then let me show you guys the cheaper option. So obviously, Mario Williams, he's got the body build for it, so why not get a cheaper Mario Williams? He's going to have similar stats in almost everything, and definitely it's somebody you're going to be able to use. So I highly suggest Mario Williams. If you want to have fun with it, you can come down here. DeForest Buckner's another tall guy, 6'7". And if you really want to have some fun, that you can get a guy like Ndamukong Suh. There's this free Aaron Donald, which I'm sure would be pretty nice. Marcel Darius does a great job. And then the one that everybody wants to use, Vince Wilfork, definitely moves like you wouldn't believe. So doesn't feel like you got 64 speed. It feels like, you're running around with 90 speed or so. So a lot of fun. Definitely you can mix it up because speed does not matter. So check out some different stats, some things that you want to, specialize, want to have good block shed or you want to have good jumping. There's a lot of guys out there. I know Connor Barwin's another good jumping guy. Julius Peppers, if you can get him, he's very expensive though. He's an outside linebacker, so you'd have to do it at a defensive end, but it's the same concept. It should work there as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's a huge glitch I found in the game. Again, shout out to Gutfoxx and Cameron for helping me test this thing and figure all the information out. So guys, go check out Gutfoxx channel. Link for that is in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.